Welcome back, baseball family. We have a really exciting opportunity to talk to Michael Ceely today. As you can see, he's right here, if I can get the pointing correct. Michael Ceely's here. He's a mental performance coach. He specifically works with athletes, but he's also a psychotherapist. Is that correct, Michael?
That's correct.
Awesome. And we're going to get into what it takes to be in the mind of an athlete, what baseball players go through specifically, and how that might be different from what the normal population goes through. But before we do that, we got to go through a rundown. So you're going to get caught in the rundown, Michael, and we're going to hit you with a bunch of questions starting right now. Our first question always is, what is your quest?
What is my quest? My quest is to help athletes perform their best so that they can up-level everybody in their sport and inspire the fans.
Awesome.
Keeping it simple, right? If that's going on, everyone's happy.
I like it.
That's awesome.
That's great. My question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Red. Passionate.
Awesome.
It's always been that way. I've kind of gone back and forth. I've liked like gold before and blue, but like red is just, it just shouts. So
yeah, that's awesome. First of all, what's your favorite baseball team?
Milwaukee Brewers.
Okay, so I grew Milwaukee.
Go ahead. I grew up in Wisconsin. So like it's kind of dyed in the wool. Like I always loved them. So that's some loyalty there. Second would probably be the SF Giants. I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area for quite a while. So
awesome. Yeah. And if the Brewers were a beverage, what would they be?
Wow. If they were a beverage, that's interesting. Well, I mean, clearly beer would be the answer, I think. Trying to be imaginative, but I mean, beer, right? So
yeah, that's awesome.
There you go. That was my first thought with the Brewers.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Besides original, what is the best sunflower seed flavor?
Whew. Wow. Not a big sunflower seed eater, but I'm going to say like barbecue. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good, solid choice.
It is. Strong choice, especially with Schmidt Seedery. I have to plug it because it's so good. But man,
yeah,
it's the best.
It is the best. Next question for you. Is there a maximum age where it's appropriate or inappropriate to bring a ball glove to a baseball field as a a viewer?
Yeah, maximum age. Interesting. It kind of makes me think like if somebody's, 80 to 90 years old and they catch a ball glove, like that's amazing. But maybe there's a zone where that's kind of like you might not want to do it, which might be, I don't know, 30 to 70, I think. Yeah.
That's a no-go, yeah.
Bring your glove, have fun,
Yeah.
That's probably the most comprehensive answer we've gotten, because a lot of people say like it's fine, you catch a ball, you give it to a kid, and that's how you justify bringing your glove to the game. But we had Jim Edmonds on. He said, no, don't do it. You don't need to. He's like either get out of the way because you don't want to catch it anyway because it's coming in too hot, or just own it and catch it barehanded. I was like, I don't know, I'll break a finger. I'm really worried about that. But I think
and the barehanded catch is pretty cool. So
it is cool, especially with the beer in the one hand and the catch in the other. Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
What is the name of your autobiography?
Make the Break. Meaning this, my big sport was bicycle racing, and there's a thing called a breakaway where you break away from the pack. And I discovered how to do that when I was a teenager, and I've told the story about that. It's a big, long story, but it's actually a book I'm working on. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
That's fantastic. We're going to have to talk about that in the main segment of the interview. But what I want to know is, what is your most unpopular baseball opinion?
My most unpopular baseball opinion. I would say, do away with the cameras for the judging the pitches, the instant replays on the pitch, like that's just, to me, that's just not baseball. And some of my friends who are my age agree. Some of the younger folks are like, yeah, no, it's good. It actually improves the sport. I'm like, I don't care if you're logical. You're just wrong. Like there's something about tradition, and baseball is such a traditional sport. And it's just, that's like half the sport right there is just a tradition, in my opinion. So there you go.
I'm a traditionalist, so I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Brad's
We're all smart.
I'm a little more liberal with baseball,
Yeah.
but anyway. If you could have one piece of baseball memorabilia from history, what would it be?
I would say a jersey from when the Brewers went to the World Series in 1982. Any one of the players on that team. That
That's
would be.
awesome.
I have that on my wall. It would be amazing.
That's awesome. Is there any particular player that you can call back to that really just has stuck with you?
Robin Yount, if you remember him.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Very, very solid player. Always had great batting average. Great fielder. Great charisma. Yeah, he would probably be my favorite.
That's awesome. What is your go-to food at the concession stand?
Well, having seen a number of Brewers games, it would be a brat, not a hot dog, but a brat, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Preferably like a beer battered brat. And if you're in Milwaukee, maybe deep fried cheese curds.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
And stack that up, chase it with a good cold beer, and that's heaven right there.
That's awesome.
If baseball was an ice cream flavor, what would it be?
Wow. Baseball was an ice cream flavor. For some reason, Cherry Garcia comes to mind. That Ben and Jerry's. Yeah. I don't really know why. I probably have to be psychoanalyzed for that to really get to the bottom of that answer. I don't know. So.
All right, last two questions for you. My last question is: if you're a celebrity guest on a game show, what show is it?
God, I haven't watched game shows in a long, long time. But doesn't Steve Harvey have a Family Feud? Does he do that?
So, yeah, sure does.
Yeah, it'd probably be that just because I like Steve Harvey. So
who doesn't, honestly?
Right.
Yeah, he's so great on that show. So good. All right, last question. What is your walk-up song?
Wow, what's my walk-up song? It'd probably be "We Will Rock You" by Queen. Right? I mean, that's, stomping your feet on the bleachers, the clapping, that's the classic one.
Yeah.
How has that not made it to one of our walk-up song episodes, Brig?
I have no idea. I don't know. Probably because it's such a bold pick that who would you assign that to is probably part of the problem. But that's
you're probably right. Yeah, you're
have
probably
to back
right.
it up, right?
Yeah.